Okay. Okay. I think we're good now. What's up, everybody? Life at 41 with dentures. It's actually, I'm 42 now as of last week. So, yay! 42 years old. We're getting older. Uh, but I'll just keep the name the same. Life at 41 with dentures. It sounds right. Um, hi. I've gone through the process of getting dentures this year, and I completed it a few weeks ago. And in this video, guys, I'm going to kind of talk about how I feel with the snap-in dentures now and how it compares to regular dentures. And I um, kind of was inspired to go live today because of a comment that came through on this channel. And I hope it's okay to read this out loud, but it's by Storm Clouds Ahead 1. And the person commented, 10 months with temps. I see no light at the end of the tunnel. Food that can only be eaten with real teeth will never happen with dentures unless they are screwed in. And I, I perfectly understand what you're saying, Storm Clouds Ahead 1. And everybody's experience is different. It just really depends on who your provider is and what you and the dentist worked out. And some people are going to have a hard time adapting than others. I see a lot of conversations on a lot of the Facebook groups for wearing dentures, and I'm telling you right now, everybody's experience is different. So I don't know what kind of food you're trying to eat, but I obviously do understand. I in my documentary that I put out, and it happened really fast in the edit, but I did show and list a lot of the foods that I could not eat during my progression. And yeah, chicken, some chicken meat, I have a hard time chewing. Steak, I had a hard time chewing. Pot roast, I had a hard time eating. Fresh vegetables, yeah, it's if your aim is to eat those things, the foods that are the most hardest to eat with your dentures, it's going to be rough for you as a denture wearer because you know that you will not be able to chew that like you used to with your regular teeth. Um, but I hope you can find the light at the end of the tunnel. I hope you can find a way to adapt and overcome. Um, I know I had to. I know I had to change my diet around differently and eat certain things. And now, for me, I love eating soups. I love eating soups. It just goes down easier, but I love eating soups, breads, anything that I could sop into the soup. Occasionally, I used to eat, chicken and try to experiment with grinding different types of meat with my immediate denture. But now we got to talk about the next part is the snap-in denture versus the temporary. Now, before I talk about that, let me just say that when you're going through the process with temporary dentures, you're going to be going through an adaptive period. Is Your dentures are an adaptive device, and they're not going to be like your real teeth. They're definitely not going to be like your real teeth. And you got to adjust and you got to change the diet around and you just got to experiment with what's going to work and not going to work. And I just found myself eating a lot of softer foods. Um, and anytime I try to eat something, it was always that lower denture always flopping around. It was always flopping around. The lower denture is going to cause you problems. And you can put a lot of cushion grip all you want or adhesives, it's still going to come loose for the most part. At least it did for me. Um, I went and made a decision not to um, put all this goop in my dentures and just rely on my facial muscles. And over the course of like a month, the facial muscles took over and it just became second nature to keep the denture inside the mouth. While I was chewing or speaking or whatever. So, but when you have just dentures just floating around in your mouth, with adhesive or just by suction, muscle action, still you're trying to keep the denture in your mouth without it moving around, and that's the constant thing you're thinking about. Is this thing going to come loose while I eat this or that? And also, I don't have this problem because I had implants installed the day of my extractions. But you're also going to keep in mind, if you're going to get extractions and go for dentures without implants, you're going to get bone loss and your face is going to change. Vice versa, somebody who has implants. Um, so that's all I can say. Just based on my experience wearing temporary dentures without it snapping in to my implants, just based on the implants being embedded in my gums. So, just based on the suction muscle action in my face, I probably could have been okay with just regular dentures and still eat the foods that I was eating. And I think I would have been okay. I would have saved myself quite a bit of money um, if I didn't go the implant route. Now, going on to snap-in dentures, with the snap-in dentures, you got the added cost. You have more surgeries, you have more aftercare to think about. Just because you get implants doesn't mean you stop working on your oral health. You still have to brush your implants like you would brush your teeth, and really be vigorous with that. And just good to go through the surgeries and aftercare, and then when you get the final denture, it's like, okay, I better not try to break it. I don't want to mess it up. Um, you know, kind of got a brain fart here. I'm sorry. Let me just say that now wearing snap-in dentures, it's good. It's worth it now. Um, they call it snap in, but most of the times I don't hear a snap. Like they pull right in and they come together. Most part, like my back ones will snap in, but my front implants don't really snap in. But I can tell it's working because these suckers are hard to pull off. Eating a lot of the food that I was having trouble with, I'm having an easier time eating now. Like the steaks, I'm eating now a lot easier. I still have to kind of take small bites and find a way to grind it down finer than I would have had to do with regular teeth. But it's in my opinion a whole lot better than chewing steak with a temporary denture. The temporary denture, I just could not chew at all. Period. Those type of things. um, yeah, everything I eat, the denture just stays in place and never moves. Every time I talk, you know, I don't have to worry about it coming off. Um, it's perfect. Even like right now, I'm doing a lot of suctions or doing weird stuff with my tongue, like trying to dislodge the denture, right? And it's not coming off. I literally have to tug at it and really force these dentures to come off. Um, so, I mean, I hope that explains it to people out there. It's just with snap-in dentures, you got a stronger hold. It's easier to chew food. It's easier to talk. It's worth it. I think it's worth it. I think it's a good investment, especially if you're getting dentures at a young age and you're deciding if you want to get regular dentures or snap-in dentures. I highly recommend the snap-in dentures, especially if you can find a way to afford it. Obviously, that's the thing that's decides a lot of things in life these days. But I think that's a good option for a younger person just to preserve the bone in the gums, at least in the face, so you don't get a sunken face at an accelerated rate at a young age. So I think that covers it. If anybody has any questions, please let me know down below. And I think, yeah, that covers snap indentures versus regular dentures or immediate dentures. Um, yeah, that works out for me. If that works out for you guys, make sure you press like and subscribe. Why do I look all red? It's just the lighting, guys. My face isn't red. I didn't have a sunburn. All right, y'all be good. This is Life at 41 with Dentures. I still find that weird that that's the name of my channel now. This is Life at 41 with Dentures. It used to be Jamie Wilson TV. But we will run with that. I always keep the documentary first on the playlist so everybody can check that out first. Thanks, guys. Peace out.